Here's the first pitch to Rodriguez, and it hits the plate for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Top of the order is coming up after this batter, and that would be Gabe Ortega. Here is the next pitch, and swung on, and up the middle it goes. On into center field for a base hit.
So we had to reboot our tech there for a little bit, so you didn't miss too much. We were still in the bottom of the second inning, and Durant got on base and was off on the fielder's choice, so now you have 2 on in Levine and Rodriguez with the top of the order, Gabe Ortega at the plate.
Who doubled and scored in the first inning, scored the first run of the game, and he swings at the first pitch, and he hits one into right center field. That ball is in for a hit. A run is going to score. Well, maybe not. They're going to have a play at the plate, and he's out! Levine was sent home, but the throw beat him.
Rodriguez holds it second, and Ortega holds it first, but that is the second out of the inning made at home plate, and that throw is something else you're not going to see in the D division.
No, not at all. Here is Adrian Garcia. And that pitch is hit in the air to left field for a base hit. Richard Rodriguez will score, and on the play, Gabe Ortega to third. The ball gets by Herman on the relay, and he scores. Gabe Ortega does. 2 runs come in. Two out in the inning, and Garcia held first. Here is Combs. He hits one in the air to left field, and the out is made as the catch is made. And so the inning is over on the fly ball to left field. But 2 more runs have scored for Phoenix. The Dementia lead the Pastar Prime 5-3 as we go to the top of the third here on the Cloud Sports Network.
And we're going to take a minute to remind you again that Tito's Handcrafted Vodka has been a longtime partner of the Sin City Classic as part of their Love Tito's campaign. Giving back to the community has been a part of the Austin-based Tito's from the beginning. So if you want quality small batch vodka made with love and passion, then make Tito's your official vodka. And as this is our last broadcast of the day and it has been cold, if you know of a good recipe for a warm drink involving Tito's, put it in that Facebook chat for us and we'll see how it is.
It is almost 5 o'clock here in Las Vegas. The sun beginning to set on this chilly day as we have a partly cloudy sky right now. Beautiful colors that we can see in the western sky right now. And the leadoff batter gets on a base hit. This is Miller. Miller gets into second base with a double. Richard Miller.
Nicely putting the gap out there for a double, and I agree with you. It is a beautiful sunset here at Sunset.
Here is the right fielder, Lewis. He singled and was forced at second in his first at-bat. Werner at second base. Lewis swings and grounds one up the middle and on into center field for a hit. Miller runs fast. They're going to hold him at third. Throw comes in and came in clean. So Richard Miller at third base, Lewis at first base, Jeff Herman the batter. And Jeff Herman takes the ball. Hall of Famer Jeff Herman. And that pitch is a ball.
I'm going to pull this up first.
And the next pitch is a ball, so he walked. And the bases are loaded with nobody out. Clark the batter. Clark reached on a fielder's choice and then scored the second run of the first inning. And he bats with them loaded, and he hits the first pitch in the air to left field. Left center fielder comes over. Left fielder flashes in front of him and makes the catch, and everybody tags And a run scores as Richard Miller crosses the plate. It is now 5-4. Phoenix leading Palm Springs by that one run. Lewis is now with third and Herman at second. So it's a sacrifice fly RBI for Clark, and will bring up Weiniger. He singled in the first inning. Takes a strike.
Weiniger, an EH or extra hitter. In softball, you can bat up to 12 people, the 10 who are playing defense and 2 extra. And so both of these teams are batting 11. So they're batting all their defense and one other player.
There's a line drive into right field, and that ball is in for a hit. Lewis scores. Herman scores. Weiniger held first, and it is now 6-5 for Palm Springs. And there is still just the one out on the sacrifice fly. That'll bring up Mortensen, the left center fielder, who grounded to the shortstop in his previous plate appearance. And he goes after a first pitch that was out of the strike zone and hits a pop-up on the infield that is caught by the pitcher.
Yeah, he can't be happy with that. As you said, that pitch was low. He didn't quite reach for it, but he went down for it. And that, if you drop that bat head, that often happens. Pop up to the pitcher or somebody in short outfield.
Here is the left fielder, Gary Compton, who goes after the first pitch as well. And he hits one into right field, and the ball is down for a hit. Weiniger will wind up at third base. It'll be first and third, and 2 out. And Paz will be the batter, the shortstop. All right, the first pitch to him, swing and a miss.
If that one wasn't illegal, it was close. He's got them swinging at low pitches. Now, sometimes flat ones you can carry them farther, but I think that pitcher's got something going on the low pitches there.
There's a swing and a ground ball back to the pitcher off his glove, but he fields his position and throws him out, and the inning is over. The putout will go pitcher to first base. 3 runs did score, though, in the top of the third. We go to the bottom of the third, and our new score is the Palm Springs Past Our Prime 6 and the Phoenix Dementia 5 here on the Cloud Sports Network. Just want to let you know that we are broadcasting from the Ken Scarce Memorial Studio. In addition to being named to the Naga Hall of Fame, Ken was a former All right, we are back. The leadoff batter for Phoenix is Vega.
And again, as we're here in the bottom of the third, we did have a score check with the umpire, and we are correct. It is 6-5 in favor of Past Our Prime.
That's a very high fly ball that is hit into right center field. Right center fielder got his glove on it, but he dropped the ball, and on the play, Vega goes to second.
Long run, got there, but just couldn't hang on to the ball.
And that'll bring up Robert Newman. And there's a ground ball beyond the shortstop's reach and on into left center field for a hit. Tying run will come across the plate as Vega scores on the single by Newman, and it is 6-6. Aguirre will be the batter. And the first pitch is hit in the air down the right field line. The ball is in for a hit. Newman on his way to third. He'll get there easily, and it will be first and third with nobody out. And that'll bring up Jeff Cox, the right center fielder. And the first pitch to him. He swings and hits one to Herman. Over to second for one. They throw to first. Double play. The pitcher's best friend. The runner at third held. I'm kind of surprised about that.
I agree with you. The only good thing that could have come out of that was a run coming across the plate. Wouldn't have been an RBI.
Ernest Rodriguez, though, drives him in, and so it is now a 7-6 ball game as Rodriguez plates Newman on a base hit to right center field. 2 runs in the inning make it 7-6.
Already our third lead change, and this game's only in the third inning.
That'll bring up Kevin Durant. And Collier now behind in this ball game. Collier, the pitcher. Kevin Durant lines one to the left field for a base hit. Ball drops in front of the left fielder, Compton, Gary Compton, who's playing left field for Palm Springs. It'll be runners at first and second with 2 out, and the batter is Paul Levine. Pitcher and third baseman are having a conversation. Might they be making some defensive changes? Yes, so they're going to make a couple of defensive changes, it looks like. Aubrey Collier will come to the plate. Jeff Herman will go to third. Heckensteller, the catcher, is now going to second base. And so the new pitcher will be Rodriguez, who moves from third base to the circle. So he'll get a few pitches to warm up.
Interesting change there. A lot of times you'll see pitchers change when they're not throwing strikes. Collier wasn't having any trouble throwing strikes, wasn't really walking folks, but sometimes when you feel like they've got you in their zone, you just try to change something up a little bit, show them something a little different. And this is the championship game. There's no reason to hold out anything.
All right, Paul Levine facing a new pitcher now. Pitch is a little high. It's ball 2, strike 1. And here's the next delivery. Swung on and hit in the air to left center field. It's very shallow. Shortstop does not have a play. A run is going to score.
And Durant is second on the little bloop single up by Levine, so still 2 on, another run in, and the Dementia are now on top 8-6.
Rodriguez was being pinch run for by Adrian Garcia, who scored that run. So that's the third run of the inning. It's 8-6, as Joel said. And the batter will be Richard Rodriguez, who swings and hits a ground ball. Pitcher tries to backhand it. He has no play.
Tough play. Probably wise to hang on to that one once it was bobbled, as you said. Nowhere really to throw it with a lot of chance of getting it there, so now the bases are loaded.
Ball was not hit very hard at all. We have the top of the order, Gabe Ortega, the batter. He has scored twice. And the first pitch to him is hit back to the pitcher. He'll go to first and gets the out there. And that is the inning. However, three runs do score here in the bottom of the third. We go to the top of the fourth, and the new score now is the Phoenix Dementia 8 and the Palm Springs Past Our Prime 6 on the Cloud Sports Network.
And we'll take a minute to tell you about Fruit Hoops, our podcast sponsor. Fruit Hoops is the hottest new sports podcast. It's not the Kelsey Boys, it's Scott and Ty, 2 gay best friends who love sports as much as they love their men. Join them as they talk about all things sports from a very different perspective on the podcast Fruit Hoops. Check it out wherever you get your podcasts.
Halfway through, plenty of time.
25 minutes, I think, is what I heard Marcy Colley say about 30 seconds ago. Past Our Prime will bat, trailing by 2. Heckensteller is the leadoff batter. Singled and scored in the second, batting here in the fourth.
It got dark fast,
Yes,
Rich.
it sure did. And there is a pop-up, shallow right center field. And the catch is made by the right center fielder. And that's out number 1. That's Jeff Cox out there. We'll bring up Rodriguez. Rodriguez has reached on a triple, but was left there. Hit a 2-out triple in the second inning, but did not score.
And a nice play out there. It's sometimes hard to catch those fly balls when you've changed over from normal sky to lights and darkness, but never a doubt on that one.
First pitch is a ball. And the next pitch is also a ball. 3 balls and 1 strike. Collier is on deck. And the next one is the strike called. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a fly ball hit into right field. Right fielder coming on and makes the catch.
2 up, 2 down. Another difference here. Lots of balls going to right field in this game, Rich. Both teams trying to hit it over the opposite way.
And Aubrey Collier, the batter, grounded out to the second baseman. I love when you see a batter have that excellent back control that can go to the opposite field. Really makes it hard for a defense to know how to play him. Collier takes the ball. And now takes the strike. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. The leadoff batter, Richard Miller, is on deck.
Collier staring at the plate like he wasn't too sure that he agreed with that call, but didn't say anything to Marcy behind the plate.
Swung on and hit into shallow right field, and it's in for a single. Collier at first base with 2 out. We go back to the top of the order. Richard Miller has singled and doubled and has scored 2 times. And time is called by the pop. So okay, they're trying to make sure that the runner at first base can run. So the first base, okay, so it's Collier running at first base. He had stepped off to coach first base, and the first base coach went on to the first base bag, but now it's switched again. There's a ground ball by Richard Miller past the shortstop's reach and on into left center field for a hit. And it'll be first and second with 2 out. And now the ball gets by on the throw-in, and Collier takes third. Well, we've seen a lot of that today.
I'm not sure what was going over there at first. I couldn't see who the player was. It looked like they had a 4 on their jersey, so it may have been that somebody was trying to courtesy run Winiger, who might have had to come to the plate with runners on, in which case if he's on base as a runner, it's an automatic out.
Right. Here's Lewis, first and third, 2 out. Swung on, and there is a base hit in the left field. Fielded on 2 hops. Collier will score. That's the first run of the inning and the 7th run for Palm Springs. Bring up Jeff Herman. Runners at first and second as Richard Miller held at second base as there was no throw to the plate. Here's Herman. He walked and scored. Wide drive into left field for a base hit. Richard Miller on his horse will score the 8th run of the game for his team. Throw comes back into second base, but Lewis back to the bag. and it's 8-8. Robert Clark, the batter. And he takes a strike. It's a ball and 2 strikes to Clark, who had a sacrifice fly in his previous at-bat. He bounces one beyond the pitcher's reach, on into center field for a hit. Lewis will come around third. He will score. The ball bobbled in the outfield. That will allow Herman to come around third, and he too will score, and Clark to second. 4 runs in the inning, and it's 10-8 for Palm Springs.
2 on, 2 down, and this is Martinson from the left center fielder.
There'll be a courtesy runner at second base. This is Josh Weiniger, who has reached twice on 2 hits. And he swings and hits one fair down the line into the right field corner. A run will score. It's the 5th run of the inning. Josh Weiniger with an RBI single. He's been on 3 times tonight. And Mortensen, the batter. This is all happening with 2 outs and 5 straight hits. All right. Mortensen wears number 25. He takes the first pitch for a strike. It's a ball and 2 strikes. There'll be a courtesy runner now. Richard Miller will come in and he will run for Weiniger. And there is a base hit in the right center field. Miller around second is going to head to third, and he will make it easily. Heckenseller hit a ball to right center that was caught. Rodriguez flew out to right field. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 consecutive singles. And here we are with Gary Compton. And he hits one to the second baseman off his glove and into shallow right center field. Richard Miller will score, and there'll be runners at first and second with 2 out.
Major, as you say, 2-out rally here. That's, I believe, 6 runs in after those first 2 fly balls. So score now 12-8 in favor of the Past Our Prime.
And here is Paz. Paz is bounced to short and bounced to the pitcher, and he hits one off the pitcher's glove and into center field for a hit. Mortensen will come around third. He will score. And Gary Compton held second base. So Heckenseller will bat for the 2nd time this inning.
So Past Our Prime, as you say, flipped the lineup, and that's 7 runs in now. So the score is 13-8 in favor of Past Our Prime. With, I think I'm right this time, with 2 runners on base.
Yes.
I think I had an extra one because I think I thought a sweater was blue out there. And
all right, here's the pitch to Heckensettler, and it's a pitch for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. The next one is a strike called. That pitch is a little high for a ball. It's 3-2. He doesn't want to have the distinction of making the first and the last out in the same inning.
I believe he would be buying some drinks if that happens.
And he won't, because he walks. Ten in a row have reached.
And by drinks, I, of course, mean some Tito's vodka.
Yeah, of course. And Rodriguez will be the batter. He was the 2nd batter of the inning, and he hit a fly ball to right field, and he, too, does not want to have that distinction of making the first and the last out. There's a base hit in the right center field, and 2 more runs are going to score. Ball comes in. The Heckenseller will hold third. It'll be first and third with 2 out. Compton and Paz both scored. And Heckenseller went to third.
And we just heard from the home plate umpire there was a sub, number 11, coming in for number 33. So that is Reed batting for Collier.
And there is a base hit into right field. Heckenseller scores.
Rodriguez to second, and again, Reed batting for Collier, number 11 on first with a base hit with an RBI.
And Richard Vidler will bat for the second time in this inning. It's runners at first and second with 2 out. And the next pitch to Miller is hit in the air to shallow left field. Left fielder comes on and makes the catch, in the inning ends on that fly ball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10-run score in that inning. It is now 16-8. The Palm Springs past our prime over the Phoenix Dementia. We'll be back with more here on the Cloud Sports Network.
So again, these games today were available to you on the Sin City Classic Facebook and Sin City Classic YouTube pages. Tomorrow, we will be covering the women's division, which is associated with Asana, and we will be on the VidFlex platform. So if you go to vidflex.com, there are some options there for finding out how to watch the Women's Plus division tomorrow here at the Sin City Classic, which is some exciting softball as well. There are some great players in the Women's Plus division, and the Women's Plus division is open to everybody but cisgender males. That's why we call it Women's Plus, so you can have cisgender females or transgender males and females and non-binary or agender folks in the Women's Plus division.
Adrian Garcia to lead off here.
Lots of lead changes in this game. No reason to think Dementia can't climb out of this 8-run deficit.
And the pitch is on the plate. Dwight Combs will be batting next. Garcia swings and hits one from the shortstop. He backhands it, makes the throw to first, and that's out number 1.
Outstanding play. Had to go low to get that ball and then throw a dart over there to first in time. That was not a slow runner.
And so here is Dwight Combs, who has singled and scored and fly to left. There's a swing and a ground ball past the second base. He comes up with the play, but has no play. Second baseman Herman, ranging to his right, was able to prevent the ball from. Oh, they've made changes. That's right. Jeff is not playing shortstop. They have a. He's not playing second. He's now playing shortstop. All right, and that'll bring up Ishmael Vega. First pitch is a ball. Swung on and grounded to the second baseman. Off his glove, he bobbles it. He has no play. He tried to flip it to the shortstop, but was not able to get it clean. And so it's first and second.
Valiant effort to try to push it over there to second for the out. But that, honestly, that was 2 good plays to get leather on that ball and keep it on the infield, both on the last play and on that one.
Robert Newman, the batter. And he goes after the first pitch and grounds one into right field for a hit. Dwight Combs will come around third, and he will score. And it is 16-9. And that'll bring up Carlos Aguilera. Swing and a grounder to second base. They'll get a force out there.
All right, so we saw this in one of our prior games. You cannot make contact with the ball while stepping on a home plate. Marcy, the home plate umpire, said that he stepped his foot on the part of the plate when he put the ball in play. So that is an out. It is also a dead ball out, so none of the runners get to advance. So you saw her move the lead runner back to second.
This is Jeff Cox. Takes the first pitch for a ball. Takes that pitch for a ball.
And Rich, remind me tomorrow to look up how to score that play, because I don't know who gets the put out on that.
I just put plate. The 3-2 pitch hit on the ground to the shortstop. He will take the easy play to third. Force is made. The inning is over. A run does score. It is now 16-9. Past our prime over the Dementias. We go to the top of the fifth here on the Cloud Sports Network.
Not a good time for Dementia to have their least productive inning with only one run after that 10-inning explosion by Past Our Prime. Seems like they have the momentum now going into the fifth inning. Again, this game will go 60 minutes. There will be no new inning called after 60 minutes. And the only things that would keep us from going at least 60 would be a run rule or getting through 7 innings first.
Nine minutes to go.
And take a minute to tell you a little bit about this Sin City Classic. It was started in 2008. It was for a while called the Sin City Shootout. And this is the 17th annual event. This year there are 24 different sports playing here in the Sin City Classic. In addition to the various softballs we've talked about, there are contingents for kickball, flag football, ice hockey, bowling, wrestling, basketball, frisbee, something called quad ball that was known as Quidditch that I still want to learn more about. And then there are some other things like bridge and esports that are part of this Sin City Classic.
David Lewis hits one foul down the left field line, and he is out. No, he's not. That's just his first foul.
That's went kind of where I wanted to go, which is really unusual. You have no idea how weird that is.
David Lewis, a AFCSL Hall of Fame member playing for Past Our Prime from Palm Springs.
Swung on and bounced to the shortstop. He falls down in the batter's box, and so there'll be an easy play. And Lewis is out. He took a step and just fell. Man, that'll bring up Jeff Herman.
And David Lewis regretting that we're doing broadcasting today, hoping that his old coach in San Diego does not see that.
Herman takes a pitch outside. Herman swings and hits one into the air to left field, high and caught. 2 out, and here is Clark. Robert Clark has batted 3 times. He does have an RBI and a sacrifice fly, and he has scored 2 other times. He hits one to the shortstop, off the shortstop's glove, and on into shallow center field, so Robert Clark will reach.
Motion there by the pitcher, if you saw. The pitcher threw the ball and then immediately started coming over to fill the gap between first and second. That may have something to do with how much people have been shooting the ball to the right side. We'll see if it was something he did just for that batter, or if that's something he's trying to do to help sort of add an extra defender on that side.
All right,
Does leave the middle open, though.
Here's Weiniger, and that pitch is in front of the plate for a ball.
Still moving to his left.
And the next one is bounced to the first baseman. Makes a nice play, steps on the base. The inning is over. And that really was a beautiful pickup by the first baseman. That's Robert Newman, and that is the 3rd out. No runs scored in the inning. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Our score remains the Palm Springs Past Our Prime 16 and the Phoenix Dimension 9 here on the Cloud Sports Network with just under 6 minutes to go.
And so again, with the Dementia coming to the plate and being the home team, we may have that little bit of strategy with under 6 minutes left. If they feel like this is an inning where they can score 7 or more runs, they'll keep it going. If the clock is ticking down and they feel like this isn't the great inning, they may need to get out of the inning, perhaps even on purpose, to get another one. And it's going to be Ernest Rodriguez, number 29, leading off, the extra hitter.
His team trails by 7. First pitch is a ball. And that pitch is a strike. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the next delivery, fouled back. That's an out. He questions it. He said, "That's an out, right?" And she said, "Yes." Kevin Durant, the batter.
Strange way to go. I would have gone with, I get another one, right?
Kevin Durant in this game has reached twice.
Marcy, two on top of things. Not going to change her call or be confused by somebody just asking about it. But.
Pitches a ball. And there's a grounder. Oh, the shortstop fell down. He started to make a move, and he hurt. It looks like he's hurt his ankle.
Yeah, it looks like he definitely, I mean, the ball was going to go to his left. I think he definitely was trying to go that way, and something got stuck.
So they'll let him walk it off and see if he's still able to play.
Whatever happened over there, Durant's made it to first, and so we'll have a runner on here.
And by the way, this is the 3rd pitcher tonight for past our prime Jeff Herman in the circle. And so Kevin Durant is on.
That one called too deep.
And the next pitch is a ball.
So neither of those were considered illegal, too high or too low. It's just that they came across the plate too far before crossing the pitcher or the batter's body.
Yeah, it's a strike. That was Paul Levine. There'll be runners at first and second now as Levine takes a walk.
Make sure you're running hard, race runners. Come on now, you got one. Help the team.
Richard Rodriguez, the batter. He has singled twice. He has scored once, batting in the number 11 position. And the next one. Swung on and lined down the left field line. That is a fair ball. Left fielder was playing him close to the line, so no one was able to score. The bases, however, will be loaded. Solid single. He's 3 for 3.
That pitch looked inside, but he knew exactly what to do with it to put it down that line. As you say, solid single, but hit too hard for anybody to score. Bases are loaded.
For Gabe Ortega, who doubled and scored in the first, singled and scored in the second. He grounded out to the pitcher in the third, and now he gets a base hit here in the fifth, and a run scores.
And he lined that one up.
Kevin Durant scores the run, and on the play, Levine to third and Rodriguez to second. The batter is going to be Adrian Garcia. He's 1 for 3. And that pitch is a ball. And he walks. Just as good.
Just as good as you say. Walks in a run, so. And now Rodriguez the third, Ortega to second, and Coombs to the plate.
And Dwight is in this game 2 for 3.
40 seconds, 30 seconds left.
All right, so there's about 30 seconds left in this game, so time is going to expire in this inning. This will be the last inning.
And the second pitch is popped up in the shallow left field. The ball falls into foul territory. So this being Phoenix's bat here, they are the home team, so they have to finish the inning.
And they came in needing 7. They were down 16-9. They've got 2 in and 3 on. So the tying run would be Ismael, the cleanup hitter, who is
There's
the
a
hole.
swing and a ground ball to the second baseman. He will go to shortstop and gets the out there. On the play, Richard Rodriguez scores the 3rd run of the inning. Time has expired. Ortega took 3rd. The force out to second base was 4-6. Garcia forced. Combs at first on the fielder's choice. And here's Vega.
And Dementia down to their last out, needing 4 more runs with 2 on.
First pitch to him. He swings and hits one foul.
All right, and now down to their last strike.
And the next one swings and he tomahawks one to short. On to second. The game is over, and the Palm Springs Past Our Prime are your Legends C champions. They defeat the Phoenix Dementia. The final score, Palm Springs Past Our Prime 16, Phoenix Dementia 11.
12. I think 12.
12. 12. It's right. Well, I got the score wrong. Sorry about that, but nevertheless, it is 16-12. That's your final score, and so Palm Springs gets Legends D and then Legends C, and they are your champions here this evening.
Just a reminder that tomorrow's coverage will be on vidflex.com. That will be our platform tomorrow, where we will be broadcasting Women's Plus from the Sin City Classic. Coverage, our first game, should be at about 11 o'clock. We look forward to seeing you. Let other people know about it, but check out vidflex.com to check out how you can make sure you and your friends can watch tomorrow.